All right, well, on the bench we have this Uniden Grant XL. This is the second, or the radio number 2 of 2 that was mailed in. This one came with the blue-faced Uniden Grant. It's probably the previous video. But anyway, both of them were sent in at the same time, and this is a video on this one here. So yeah, this one wasn't as bad as that blue one. Still had some issues, but they were all taken care of. So we got the blue LED display here that the customer had wanted. So with these here, you have to be careful. Well, I wouldn't say careful. I guess it all depends on what color you want to show up. But if you're putting in a blue display and you end up using this orange filter, the display isn't going to be as blue as this. It's going to come up more like a white. So on top of changing out the green display, you also have to change out the blue little filter. So actually, let me reach over here and grab one. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, one of these. You got to put one of these in. I'm actually running low on these, but yeah, that's what you have to put in there. If that's the color you're going for, if you actually want the blue to really shine through and not have it be diffused into like a white, then you know, that's the color that you that's the filter you have to use. But if you are looking for different colors, I mean, you can also change out these filters for different colors. But blue it was, so that's what it is. So it already had a white LED in the meter. The meter was way off on both modes, receive and transmit, but that was a part of the alignment, so everything is spot on now. And what else here? Yeah, this one had a TR24. It's down in there under the... I zip tied all the harness back up again, but it is in there. Our 131 is also back in circuit, which those are two. You can see right there. Where's TR? Well, they call it Q on the Unidens, but yeah, it's in there. You can see kind of under the harness there, but yeah, both of those were removed. That's a typical AMC mod that everyone does. But what was interesting, for the first time, somebody actually, I guess, took some consideration into realizing that taking out that Q24 was not the best idea, but they replaced it. I couldn't read what value this was. I guess I could always put it in the, if I really wanted to, I could put it in the component checker. But somebody had put that in place of the transistor. So at least somebody took, I don't know, some care or realized that removing that transistor wasn't the best thing. Neither is that, but at least there was some consideration, I guess. So... But anyway, this thing is all back to original. Of course, the driver and the final bias, they were cranked all the way up. So fortunately, I turned that back down, and the transistors are all right. The driver and the final are fine. Modulation's where it's supposed to be, right around 100%. We can actually, I'll put it on the scope, and we can see what's going on with that, both on AM and sideband. Receive is great. When I had it on the signal generator, I had it at almost 100 minus 113 dBm at 12 dB of synod, so it's a really good radio again. The only issue that I saw that was kind of concerning is the fact that there is corrosion forming. I don't know if this was stored in a, I don't know, like a, I guess like a corrosive environment, obviously, but I wonder if it was stored in maybe like a basement or something with, you know, I don't know, maybe outside in a shed. It's not everywhere, fortunately, but it is something that will eventually spread. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, it'll probably be years and years and years before that, you know, becomes an issue. But again, that's another super expensive, super timely, you know, it's going to take some time to repair that. It would have to be all scraped up and have that epoxy overcoat applied back on it. So, but it's fine for now. But it is something that's noticeable. What else can I say about this other than we should just do our normal tests, recapped, aligned. You know, these are all the caps. This one had some glue in it too. Not as bad as it usually is in these radios, but it was existent. What else? I guess that's about it. So what we can do is we can go ahead and do our tests. I'll get this back together. Oh yeah, I remember he had wrote down that when he plugged in an external speaker, the internal speaker would still stay on. So that's been fixed as well. So what happened there was somebody had made a repair. Where was it? I think it was this one here, and bridged these two components, whatever that is on the other side, I forget, but that's what it was. That was the issue with the internal speaker staying on. So now when you plug in the external speaker, the internal speaker turns off. So that was a good fix, because that could have been anything, you know. That was a good find. But anyway, let me get this all back together now that you guys saw the inside, and we can do our we'll do our normal tests. So I already have it hooked up to the watt meter here, so we'll do the transmit tests first. All right, stand by. Actually, I'll leave the covers off for now until we can until the time comes to do the other tests. But all right, so here's 4.5 there, and just under 4 there. I kind of split the difference between the Bird and the MFJ meter. So, but let me get a tone going to it and we can see. Alright, just around 12. But look at that waveform. That's perfect. Alright, it's right on there. Right around 12. Alright. Now let's try, I gotta set this down here, and I'll set this up for sideband. Stand by. Alright, so it's on lower sideband. Yeah, lower sideband. Alright. There's a two-tone test. Two-tone. Right at 12. It's a nice waveform, sideband waveform. Yeah, this radio is going to sound really good. Alright. Yeah, that's what you want to see on AM and sideband. That's, you know, I try to I don't know, tell people, because you do encounter people that will still want this done to their radios. They'll cut out the AMC, ALC circuits, whatever, bypass, and they think it sounds good, but it doesn't. And a lot of times you can prove it with the monitor radio here. I had a couple of radios a few videos ago, and it just sounded just muffled, sounded like crap. But there is an option. You don't have to go ahead and start ruining your radios. What you can do is get yourself a nice amp. That's it, really. I know it's kind of a gray area here with legality or whatever, but we all know that it's almost everybody does it. I don't think anybody is going to get in trouble for, your average user isn't going to get in trouble for using one. But, and that way you can use it on almost any radio you want, call up your favorite amp builder, whoever it is. There's lots of them, but there's very few good ones on YouTube, and have yourself get yourself a builder. Or if you don't have you don't have a big budget, or I mean, not that you can get whatever you want made, but if money is an issue, those RM Italy amps are a really good option if you don't want something customized for yourself. Again, me, I would rather go to a box builder or amp builder, whatever you want to call them, and have something custom made for yourself. And it's not going to be that much more, obviously, depending on what you want. But with that being said, that's of course my opinion. I know that other people have other opinions on how things should sound, but I don't know. I just prefer to have a stock radio, and if I want a little bit more power, a little bit more punch, I just plug a linear into it. That's all I do. All right, let's check out receive on this. Stand by. All right, there's an S9. Actually, more like this. S9. All right. Spot on. All right, let's do a sensitivity test, shall we? All right. Sorry about the tone, but it is what it is. I'll call it that. Minus 110, 11, 12, 13. That is a really good listening radio. Yeah, minus 113 dBm at 12 dB of synad. So that's, you don't really get much better than that. Yeah, I took my time and really went and adjusted everything to the max. So we got a really good talking, and it's going to be a good receiving radio as well. It's tough to beat these Uniden Grant XLs or the Cobra 148 GTLs. It really is. So, all right, let me get these covers back together, and we'll do a monitor radio test, and we'll see what's going on air. All right, stand by. All right, we're on channel 26. Seems to be the cleanest channel, or the less busy. There's a ton of skip going again. So, all right, let's give this a shot. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio. Testing out this Uniden Grant XL. Sounding really good, I think. Sounding really good. Yeah, this is a really good sounding radio. Nice blue display with a bright white LED. This radio's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good, sounding good, and it is receiving very, very well. Yeah, another good job here with this Uniden Grant XL. These radios are super good. Tough to beat on TX and RX. So, alright, that's it for the monitor radio test, and let's put it on air and see what's going on. Alright guys, stand by. Alright, let's see what's going on out there. Super busy.
And most definitely have a cleared coach and copy on you. Go ahead, come on. Well, you've got 36 lower react. Go ahead. We're getting the pencils right now. Go ahead. Copy on the coffee there. Copy.
.320 Boston, Massachusetts, waving. 320 Boston, Massachusetts, waving. Somebody got a copy on me?
Hit the 60s in the morning, like around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Was a beautiful thing, man. Now it's 81, dude.
Radio there, go ahead. Good talk, 616. Yep, all good. Your Gulfstream's over 161, stand by. I can still hear you, Dan. Roger, Roger. All right, 9311, have a good day out there, and thanks for coming back to me out here. This little figured batch this morning here. Have a great day. 73's from World Radio 541.
320 Boston, Massachusetts, waving. 320 Boston, Massachusetts, waving. Anybody got a copy on 320 Boston, Mass?
World Radio 541. World Radio 541. World Radio 899, Northwestern Illinois. Go ahead, sir. 541. 541. World Radio 829, Northwestern Illinois. Copy on that. Well, good morning, right back. Appreciate you giving us out this morning. We just kind of fired things up, sitting down with the first cup of coffee here, and kind of seeing what's happening. Go ahead.
Now let's try AM.
That's a lucky animal. God bless him.
The big chief in Louisiana said, he said leave his mud duck alone. Hey, Big Peter, this kind of thinking Big Chief, he said fireball. Tell Big Peter to leave his mud duck alone. Yeah, he gonna get something knocked upside his head. He gonna be one something knocked upside his head. Hey, fireball. Let him know he gonna get something knocked through that. Ten goals. Because he's one of my favorites.
Go back around one more time. I actually like that all these channels are busy. It means that people are using their CBs. It's really good. I like that. And he's off frequency.
I mean, it didn't used to be a super slab, but boy, it's turning into one now. We've got We got 3 lanes each way, working on 4.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. All right, another Uniden Grant ready for service. Thanks for watching.